Hello, 5th grade. Today we will be talking about multiplying fractions. Before we start multiplying fractions, I want to talk to you about parts of a whole. When we say fractions, the fractions tell us the number of parts of a whole. A whole is something that is complete, that has all of its parts. So our visual here is a pizza. There are no pieces missing in our pizza, so we know that that equals one whole. If I said that Caroline wants to split 1/2 of her pizza with her friend Mary, that can be represented like this. That's 1/2 of her pizza. We can also use a linear approach when multiplying fractions. Our problem says Mary and Caroline shared a large pizza. Mary ate 2/5 of the pizza, and Caroline ate half as much as Mary. How much pizza did Caroline eat? Before we get started, we have to ask ourselves, what is 1/2 of 2/5? For the linear approach, we will use a number line. We know that 0 goes here, and 1 will be represented here. For 2/5, three, 4, 5. It's represented like this. Now for Caroline, we know that 2/5 would be right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and she ate 2/5 of the pizza. That's 1, and that's 2. So this is 2/5. And then it tells us that Caroline ate half as much as Mary. So we know that's a half, this a half, half, and half. And this is the amount that Caroline ate, half as much. By looking at our linear approach, we know that out of this, there is 2 and 1. 1/2. So a half of 2/5 of tells us to multiply. We will multiply 1/2 of 2/5. We know that our denominator has to tell us how many in each. So what we will do is count all of our marks in our linear line. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 10. Then on the top, we know that there are 2 pieces, or 2 people. 1, 2 for Caroline, and 1, 2 for Mary. So that is 2. Then we have to make sure that our fraction that we come up with is reduced in its lowest form. So 2/5 reduced to its lowest form equals 1/5. So how much pizza did Caroline eat? She ate 1/5 of the pizza. This is how we would represent multiplying fractions in a linear model. Now, let's look at the same problem using an area model. For our area model, we'll draw a rectangle for our area model, and we have to have five parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our 5 parts, and it tells us that Mary ate 2/5. So we'll shade in 2/5. 1, 2. 2/5. This is how 2/5 is being represented in the area model. Two-fifths. And if we're looking at Caroline's 1/2, we will have to represent that vertically. 1/2, we would split these pieces into 2 equal parts. We can see here that there are 2 parts, 1 and 2. Altogether, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Altogether, there are 10 pieces. And Caroline eats 1/2, represented by 1 and 2. One-half. We remember that we have to get our fraction in its lowest form. So we would do that by showing 1/5. This is how we would represent our problem, how much pizza did Caroline eat, in an area model.